10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm through, I just did a do your boo. With me too, she lose. I flew like I'm 6G5. You won't shake shit, be live. I get them racks to come outside. Champagne pop it, look alive. I'm the truth, so hold your lies. Like my IG, I go live. Right. Back on roads, you know what I'm saying? Like, reporting live from the Too Heartless tour. What's up? Hey, this how I'm living and feeling. I'm talking about accurate shit. Blue cheese bag, get that, you know what I'm saying? Just yeah. Riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, looking zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po. Boy, riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, looking zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po. Boy, bitch, all in the feelings. When I smash, call her a hoe and pull out her extensions. This the game, we on defense, you know that we blissing. He gon' disappear like magic, know his low ones gon' miss him. Closed casket can't kiss him. Bitch, I'm lit up. Alphabets, VVS, it shine like glitter. See, I'm flexing on you niggas, do some sit-ups. Stay woke, get up. 2 years in and I'm still the hottest nigga. Them niggas on the other side tripping. I was in your hood, homie. Draco riding shotgun, interior match the wood on it. Bitch, I'm riding Wraith. Pick up, drop your bitch off, she wasn't safe. And if you talking about smoke, we gon' blow that in your face. Riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, looking zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po. Boy, riding in the motherfucking Rolls Royce. Damn, looking zaddy in my whole voice. Over dripping saucy, got my clothes moist. Bread in my pocket, I ain't po. Boy, I'm through. I just did a
Yo, this is gonna be great, man. This is gonna be great. Welcome back, y'all, to the Easy to Talk To podcast, man. Episode number 13, the patience episode, with our special guest, Miss Hoodie Pat. Let me bring the ladies in. Ladies, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hey,
what's good with you, bro?
Building. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, Pat said she was nervous, y'all.
I was. I am.
She said she was nervous, man, but we're gonna get through this, you know what I mean?
Let's get to it. I'm excited.
Where my sister Mac at, man? I had to thank my sister.
What
Mac.
up, bro?
Hey, there she go. I had to thank my
I'm on the
sister
game
Mac.
at the same time.
Oh yeah, I already know how that go. I had to thank my sister Mac, man, for coming on this ride with me, man. A little while ago, man. If y'all remember the first episode, I told y'all that I contacted her the day before the first show, and she agreed to do it, and then we just been rocking and growing ever since. So I wanted to thank my sis for rocking with me. But Miss Pat.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm up. I'm just enjoying some of Easy Stream a little bit before I came in here, ready to talk to the people. You know, just get this rolling.
Yeah,
I'm excited to be here.
It's about you tonight. This is about you.
Hey, I'm gonna make an announcement right quick. I'm on 2K, and if I don't mute my shit, you know, and I dunk on somebody, I might say bitch real loud if I don't mute y'all. So don't think it's nothing, you know what I'm saying, nothing ill will, but I'm on this shit, so at the same time, you know what I'm saying? If I just happen to scream bitch, just know somebody got their nuts put on their head, all right?
Oh shit.
Man, what's shit, man? Let's usually, I tell you guys a little story about how I met my guests and stuff. Uh, I met Pat about almost a year ago, I want to say, and when I tell you, she is a apex sweat. Listen, she is a sweat.
Now.
Listen,
Now sweat.
when I watched her play back then, it was just me in there. And when I tell you, like, she plays like she is in a competition, like a esports competition, like every game. Like I told her back then, uh that's why this episode is named Patience, because uh I told her back then, I was like, it's gonna happen for you. Just be patient, and then you're gonna grow because you're good at the game. So
Yeah.
you're gonna grow. It's just it's gonna take some time, and you're gonna get like some type of big break or something like that. But just keep your
Right.
head down, focus, but be patient. I understand how hard it can be sometimes with just a few viewers and stuff like that. So it's kind of easy to kind of throw in the towel. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's a difference between taking a break and just giving up. So
Facts.
I do know that it's important to take a break, but we're gonna get into that too. Um,
Right.
but you had a hell of a week, Miss
I
Pat.
did. I did. To be honest with you, that entire week, just that day in itself was just kind of like it's still mind blowing to me to think that I'm even like where I'm at,
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's just like
we're
it's
gonna
crazy.
definitely get into that, man. So, but normally, the first question I ask is what got you into streaming. But for you, I kind of want to switch it up. So what got you into like gaming? Period.
Oh, see. Okay, so I mean, I've been playing video games since I was like 5, 6 years old. I started out playing like the older Nintendo games on the NES. I used to
Mm-hmm.
go to my grandmother's house for Christmas with the family, and we would play like Super Mario World or Duck Hunter or something like that. Like, we would just get into the older games. But I think what really like geared my passion for gaming per se would have to be when I first picked up Call of Duty World at War. That was my favorite Call of Duty game, and that really like drew me to like the competitive aspect of gaming and
Okay.
just being around other people who shared the same love as me. Like, I'm 9 years old, and like 20, 30-year-old people calling out people left and right, and you just build that camaraderie. And I guess I was just I felt more comfortable expressing myself, naturally over the mic, as it would be different, like, seeing people face to face. But I've always had a love for gaming, a strong passion for it. I mostly play first person shooters now, but
Mm-hmm.
I started out, like I said, with the Nintendo games, and I also delved a little bit into online gaming. I started my first game on the computer actually was World of Warcraft, and I think that's my brother Nico. He got me into like the RPG, the hardcore, raiding with 50 other people. So
Nice.
my gaming passion really started young.
Man, look, you mentioned that Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, man. Listen, that's my all time favorite game.
Facts. Duck
The
Hunt used to be my
Yeah,
everything.
man, nigga, listen, my mind was blown when I found out you could change it to like and shoot the disc with the
Mm-hmm.
dog. Listen.
Yo,
I was
they
like,
used to be
yo,
my
this.
favorite.
I'm like, yo, we in the year 2000 already, yo. That's my favorite game of all time, man. And then that
Yeah, Duck Hunt's a classic.
That Mario Brothers, man. You get on that second little world and you break them bricks, get to the top, and then you could skip like 3, 4 worlds.
It was actually funny because I always used to get to the world where there was Hiroshi, like the big water fish. Like when
Yeah.
you jump in the water, it would kill you. I would never get past that particular level. Every time I got there, I just got too scared to keep playing, and I just put the controller down or I let my brother play through it. But I never actually finished that game.
What? You never finished that? Yeah. We're gonna have to get
Never
one of the.
finished it.
We're gonna have to get one of those. Because they redid the NES Classic. We're gonna have to get one of those, and we're gonna have to finish it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
I'll get Luigi because my favorite color green, and we'll run through it.
That sounds like a plan.
We'll have to
With
do
some
that.
turbo shells and all that booping
Yes,
heads.
indeed. But so I'm a big fan of women in gaming. I support you guys to the fullest. So what got you? What made you start streaming though? Because it's a different world. Because
Yeah, it is.
we talked earlier about like the camera and that kind of thing. So so what got you into streaming though?
So, going back to like when I first started gaming, Modern Warfare 2 was also like a really big impact
Fire.
in like my gaming passion. So, I actually had a YouTube channel when I was in middle school. I had the old Hauppauge set up with the red, white, and yellow cables and my little HP
Yes.
laptop. So, I guess I always wanted to be a part of that competitive, on the screen type gaming. So I guess like when I got out of high school, that's when I knew what Twitch was. I kind of got exposed to it with like Ninja and Nick Merckx and all the big name Fortnite players.
Okay.
But it wasn't until I actually met a fellow like women gamer, who was Pretty Loves Pink. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure everyone knows Pretty Loves Pink. I joined Ball Like Her about a year or two ago, and that just kind of surrounded me with like-minded people. And I was like, you know what? Like, I can really get into this. Like, I already like gaming, and I already like talking to people. So why not just continue on with that passion that I already have?
That's pretty dope. I was like really close with Ball Like Her. I did not know you were a part of that.
Fault.
Oh, you good?
So I'm sorry where I left off. So it was with Pretty Loves Pink. Basically, when I joined Ball Like Her, she pretty much like surrounded every women 2K player, 2K gamer period that I knew about on Twitch, and she just kind of all put us together, and that just honestly really made me start streaming. I looked at her channel, and I looked at other people's channel like Tiff, All Eyes on Tiff and Styles, and they like really inspired me to go ahead and keep it going, to just start and put like my content out there, just I guess my personality out there.
Yeah, and one of the, like I say, one of the things were with women that I see generally, what I see is it's one or two things. It's she has like some type of like gimmick, and or she's like great at the game.
And I feel like that's like kind of at a disadvantage for a lot of women gamers, because some women gamers don't, have that confidence level to develop a gimmick, or they don't have that confidence level to get on stream and have that type of sex appeal, or they just don't have the skill set. And I think that's extremely unfair. So I'm extremely grateful for guys like you who like to put women on a platform to let them, let other people know, like, hey, we got some badasses out there who can game and keep you laughing at the same time without having to show half her body. And I think that's really dope.
Listen, get it. If I don't play Apex, but if I play Apex, I would never want to run across your crosshairs.
LOL.
Neither would I on 2K want to have to stand in front of Hazel. Like
That's
it's
facts.
like I just don't want to do that. That's that's all that is. I just don't
That's
want to
big
do
facts.
that. So it's not about you being a woman or whatever. It's I don't want to do that. Like
Yeah.
I avoid trouble. You know, I don't
Yeah, I
really try
mean,
to get into too much trouble. But
I mean, like I've come across some female gamers who are just god scary. Like,
dope.
especially on Apex, there are a lot of female Apex players who are just vicious on that game, and it's crazy that they don't get that exposure.
And see, that's why, you know, that's why we are here. Matter of fact, I was talking with my wife earlier, and she was like, you know, you're gonna run out of small streamers, and I was like, no, I'm not.
Nope, never.
Like, yo, it's so many dope small streamers, like
So many.
And like, even if I run out of people that I know, it's gonna be people that I have interviewed already that they know. Like it's so many. I'm never gonna run out of people to help or to bring on the show. Because like I said, it's gonna be a time where I load up this one Friday night, and the person I interview, nobody in the chat's gonna know them until that night. But I just figured, just starting out, that I would reach out to the people that I've been supporting for a while. Like some people, you know, that I've interviewed already, I've been supporting them for years.
Right.
So when I came up with the platform, I was like, it's a no-brainer as to who I'm gonna get here. Like I got it like mapped out as to my guests and whatnot. But I had to bring you on because this past Saturday, was it Saturday?
It was that fine Saturdays.
Yeah,
I was
Saturday. Something weird happened in your stream, man.
Something awkward happened,
if
man.
you want to speak to the people and let them know what happened, man. First, before you even start, man, shout out the Juice Squad, man. But go ahead.
Big fact. Shout out. Well, first of all, he just took the words out of my mouth. Shout out to the Juice Squad. But Saturday, it was last Saturday. You know, that's my normal schedule streaming day. Trying to stick to schedule.
Yeah.
Just like that, and I rolled me up a little, you know what I mean, it's Saturdays, so y'all gonna get some Saturdays type of, you know, pay. I'd be chilling.
All that.
So I was originally started out playing Rayman Legends, and I think it was you that came in here, and you was like, is this Dark Souls for kids? And I started bagging. Oh, that shit had me crying. But then I had switched over to Heavy Rain, and All Eyes on Tiff and Styles came in with the hosts, and then I don't know, I think Styles resubbed. Styles got the juice resubbed, and then it just started just tumbling after, like, well, not tumbling, but it just started going off after that. Bits, subs, Parker's dropping gifted subs, people buying bits, more gifted subs, more subs, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I can't even say thank you fast enough. Like, it's just coming. Like, it's just coming quickly again. It's coming quickly, and I just can't, I can't keep up. But I don't know. I felt really overwhelmed at one point in time when all the subs and everything came in, and I'm like, yo, like, this is really like that moment that I've been looking for, or like just waiting for someone to, come in, or just a group of people who just believed in me enough to give back to me and support me in a way that makes my dreams come true. And I can't be anything but appreciative for it, for all the people who've like just sat in my stream, came in and said, hey, just, retweet, like, all that support is just, it's crazy. And I never thought that I would actually get 70 plus subs. Like, never in my life did I think that was gonna happen, and it did. And I was just so shocked. But that whole day, you can even ask my girlfriend, that whole day I'm like, yo, what just happened to me? Like, what just happened to me? It just went crazy in my chat. And yeah, like, Juice, that's all I gotta say is Juice Squad is crazy. Like, if y'all don't know about Juice Squad is crazy. Like, get with them. Like,
speaking of your girl, man, shout out to the significant others. Listen, I have people on this show all the time, and I never show love to the significant others, man. So Miss Corey, if you in the chat, shout out to you, man. Cause I understand the struggles of a significant other that is supporting a streamer. Like, it's different from a friend that's supporting a streamer. When it's your significant other that is supporting you, sometimes that's a rough and a tough position to be in. Sometimes, because sometimes you don't really understand. You don't really understand or want to understand the purpose of, well, baby, I gotta stream today. Baby, I didn't stream such and such. I gotta get a stream in today, and that kind of thing. So for you to sit back and then support that stream, even if you don't like it or if you don't want to, just know that kind of love doesn't go unnoticed.
it doesn't.
So yeah, shout out to the significant others, man.
So just to touch on that a little bit more, me and this girl, we've been going out for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally been there for me through everything. Like, when I tell you, like, everything, like, I mean literally everything. Like, she's my motivation, she's my rock, she's my backbone, she's literally my everything. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you, bae, for being the best, bae.
That's what I'm talking about. But so now, since we've had this past Saturday, I know you probably still like you're still kind of like in a whirlwind, because it did happen fast. Like,
it did.
That was crazy. But so do you have like any other goals now?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure that hitting 50 subs, 75 subs, and that kind of thing, I'm sure that was a goal. But now that that's here, have you had a chance to kind of sit back and think about some other goals?
Yeah, I do. My first goal is, honestly, I wanted to reach 100 subs before my birthday, which is June 17th. So I'm still planning on trying to do that. I got some things in store, like some giveaways, some sub days, some other competitions that I got in mind that are be coming soon. So y'all be lookout for that, my Twitter. But I also want to start my YouTube channel.
Nice.
I have a lot of like unedited clips just literally sitting in my phone, sitting on my computer. So I'm gonna start doing a lot of montages, a lot of different like gameplay. I'm gonna be recording a lot more. And to be honest with you, I mostly want my platform, my stream, to be about the people who watch me, not only just me, but the people who also watch me. I want that to be a place where somebody can come in, and if they're having a bad day, or even if they just need somebody to talk to, I can just like put my stream in a just chat mode or whatever and be like, all right, y'all, let's just have a conversation about that. So I'm thinking about adding some mental health days to my stream, just due to the fact that mental health is something that's very, very important to me as a person.
Yes.
And I feel like it should be important to everybody on a day-to-day basis, especially us gamers. We spend a lot of time on the internet, and we spend a lot of time inside. So it's like, we got to keep our mentals healthy, definitely. So I have a number of goals that I want to reach personally, as a streamer, as a YouTuber. So I'm just gonna basically keep doing what I'm doing, and everything I do is for my dad. At the end of the day, it's for my dad.
Yeah. In our meeting earlier, of course, we talked about um, the importance of mental health, and you then let me know uh, that you suffered from a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so the one thing that I want to say about um, the importance of just even recognizing uh,
Right.
mental health. If you don't suffer from it, that doesn't mean you can't empathize with somebody else,
Right.
uh, and be a part of their journey to get right.
Right.
So when she does start these mental health days and things like that for her, just chatting streams and stuff like that, even if you don't suffer from it, go in there, like be in there, listen, ask questions, because if you don't, you could probably help somebody else around you that is
Exactly.
suffering from it, because not everybody deals with it openly. So,
Exactly.
but they all show signs. So if you're
Yep.
aware of the signs, you can help. So yeah, I definitely want to be a part of that when you do that. Just anything that I
Definitely.
could do to help
Mm-hmm.
promote it, whatever. Like, you want me to come and say a few words? I'm down for that. Like, I'm all for that for
You
sure.
already know we can definitely get it cracking. But yeah,
Yeah,
I just want people surrounded by me to know that they're not alone, because I felt
yes,
alone numerous times in my life. I've been low, I've been high, I've been in between. So it's like I just want just that's it. Just want people to know that they're not alone. That whatever you're going through, whether you think it's outlandish, something small, whether you think it's big or little, whatever the problem is, like, I'm here. I'm always willing to listen. I would rather talk to you and listen to what you have to say than to hear something negative come from your well-being.
yes,
So everybody in here, I will talk to you regardless of whatever it is. I
yeah,
don't care what time of day it is. I don't care. Just please reach out to me, because I would hate to hear anybody, anyone get any type of harm to them
yeah.
just due to mental health.
And it's one of those things to where, like, I see Tiff and E in the chat. I see them saying that you do listen. Like, I can attest to that. Like, we've had many conversations when it was just us in the stream, like as you were
Uh-huh.
streaming and stuff like that. So I know uh that she's telling the truth, guys. If y'all need to talk to her, please reach out to her, because I'm the same way. I may not be available to play stuff all the time, but I'm always around to answer a DM or
That's
uh
facts. It
whatever. Like, I'm
takes two
always around.
seconds
Yes.
two
Oh,
seconds to answer somebody. That 2 seconds that you take the time to divide your attention to that one person at that time can save somebody's life, and you just don't know.
yeah.
So
Because I
just
remember, I think of a story uh, of a good friend of mine, Patty LaSweaty. If y'all remember, or if y'all know her,
mm-hmm.
she's a dope ass graphic designer. Um, but she was, going through some stuff, and she felt like nobody would listen and things like that. And I finally, I got a chance to talk to her, and just being there to listen changed her whole mindset. Changed her whole mindset.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to throw in the towel, And I was like, no,
Yeah.
no, you can't. You have to keep fighting. She was in a whole nother state, and I reached out to somebody that was close to her, that's a good friend of mine, and got her to go be with her physically, and we got it, and now she's great. I talk to her regularly, uh, and she's doing good. She's back putting stuff on Twitter, her artwork and stuff like that. But she's in a better spirit, and that's all I was worried about.
Right.
Is her health, her mental health, because like she was going crazy, and we just had to sit down and realize the bigger picture,
Right.
and I to this day I always think about it sometime, and I do start to kind of tear up a little bit, because to think that people would have it so bad at a point, uh to where they want to do stuff like that, and man, it's an amazing story. I'm definitely gonna talk to her and probably have her on a show one week, but yeah, that's a dear friend of mine that was low,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and I felt it felt amazing to be there for her, because she even told me that I was like the last person that she would think that would be there for her. You know what I mean? So, and I was like, well, I mean, God works in mysterious ways. So it may not be who you think that's gonna have your back.
Exactly.
So, with that, I'm gonna tell y'all, evaluate your people
That is
that's around
facts.
you, because if niggas is around you only when bottles is popping, listen,
Yup.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. You need to have a conversation with them and let them know that this ain't gonna work out, because you only around when shit is great. Then I mean, see, I judge my friends and I judge my people on who I could call when I'm down.
Yup. That's
That's
exactly how I do too.
that if I call you a sister or brother, then that means that when I'm going through, I could call you.
Yup.
I could reach out to you, and you can help me with, because
And
people tell you all the time, hey, if you need anything, give me a call.
yup.
I'm gonna call.
I'm gonna test that theory
I'm
one
gonna
of these
call,
days. So you
and
better be about your
and I
word.
want to see, if whatever I need, you gonna try to provide. Now,
Yup.
keyword is try. Now, if you gonna try, then I'm with that. I'll probably not even want whatever I'm asking for, but I just want to see if you gonna try, because you told me that I could call you.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna call you, and I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, I've had the same friends mostly through high school. I've had the same group of guy friends. My girlfriend calls them my boyfriends, but I
Gotcha.
have big brothers, and they pretty much all been the same since high school. And they've, just like my girlfriend, they've all been in significant points in my life, and no matter what it was, like, I could go to their house, I could call their phone, I could text them in the middle of the night, they would be there. And you have to be, grateful for people who are there, because some people don't have that support system or that backbone like they need, and it can be really, really detrimental to your mental health, feeling all alone. And I've been to that point where I've literally felt like even my own parents weren't there for me, and it just takes that
Exactly.
one person just to tell you those words, like, you're not alone, and you just it just changes your whole mindset. And I just never understood how communities like the 2K community could be so toxic towards each other, especially like I just never understood it. Like, you don't know what people behind the screen are going through. So yeah, it's a game, but you know, like, here every now and then a little quick jab, this and that, but
Yeah.
the toxicity, like the real toxicity that I see in the 2K community is crazy, and I never understood it. That's probably one reason I will never be in that community.
Yeah, I just recently like picked 2K back up due to the lab rats.
Yep.
They Josh, man, shout out to the lab rats, shout out to the lab TV. He basically told me to get back out there.
Yep.
He said get back out there because I left the community because of how toxic it is. And I know that it's not going to change. But what he made me realize was that I'm not toxic, right? So when I go out there, I'm showing them something different. And before long, if I'm patient, right, it'll start to pay off. And I'll be able to affect people and affect lives with not being toxic. But what I had to realize with our conversation is that if I have a gift of helping people, what good is my gift if I go where people don't need help?
That is true.
You see what I mean?
That's very true.
So that's why I picked up 2K again, because I mean I'm not helping people if I don't go where they need help. So so yeah, I started because I already committed to like not playing 2K21, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play and I'm gonna get out there. So I just I just wanted to give you a chance to say anything that you think the people want to know about you. Because like I said, there's probably some people in the chat that's heard about you, right? And they were like, man, I want to go check her out, but I don't know. So like, is there anything that you feel that you deem important enough to let the people know to basically come check you out? This is your interview. You could sell yourself.
I mean, if you want to see some good Apex,
sweaty.
We'll go with that. Some decent sweaty Apex gameplay. Come on by my stream. I stream pretty much Monday through Sunday every other day, and 2 days on the weekend, if that makes sense to anybody. So Monday every other day, and Saturday and Sunday. I play Apex mostly, but I've been delving into some story games. I just finished Heavy Rain. If anybody has not played Heavy Rain, 10 out of 10 would recommend. I also play Call of Duty. I've been picking up Warzone lately, so I'm gonna be start streaming that. But I'm trying to get more interactive with my community. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna be doing like sub days and giveaways, and I'm gonna be doing like mental health days, a lot of competitions. I just want to be more interactive and more effective in the community. See, what else about me? I'm a Gemini. If anyone wanted to know what my sign was, I'm a Gemini.
Oh Lord, them motherfuckers the devil.
Here we go.
I ain't even trying to
Here
you
we
Listen,
go.
see, Pat, everything sounded so good. Like everything
as
you was
soon
talking
as
about,
she
everything.
said
Damn,
Gemini, fam,
bro.
I
As
knew
soon as
she
you
was gonna
said
come.
devil now, I said, oh no, them
Look,
motherfuckers there is the
what
devil.
y'all not about to do right now.
The devil. Them motherfuckers so crazy. For you to think Geminis, for you to think they love you or you love them, like let's say you tell me something and I don't get upset, right? Because I'm a Libra and Libras kind of balance people out.
Yeah.
But you know, a Gemini say, you know, hey, we get into an argument. A Gemini want me to go outside and keep that car to show them that I love them. You know what I'm saying? That's how crazy the motherfuckers are. Yeah, see? That's how crazy the motherfuckers are.
Go out
They
and
want
keep
you to
that
do some
motherfucking
crazy
car
shit
so
because
I
they
know
crazy.
you
Yeah,
love
that you
Listen.
really love me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I
And
already knew.
that's all I'm saying.
See, me and Mac talked about like signs and stuff before. So when you said Gemini, I got quiet because I already knew she was
Them
finna get
motherfuckers
on.
crazy, dog. Them motherfuckers crazy. I just had to wait. Libra gang, you know. But I had to wait. Once you said that, I was like, oh, Pat, man, Pat.
That's
But you
tough,
cool, though.
bro.
You don't seem like a normal Gemini. Because trust me, I know one, he crazy as shit. But, you know, I get the understanding y'all crazy y'all. Like, I ain't crazy.
We
You know what I'm
be
saying?
crazy because we protective. We're like literal
But you can be
protectors.
protective and not be crazy.
That is very true, but I don't feel
It
like
is true.
people understand our point when we're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sitting here talking to you
I think
calmly,
it can be understood if you know what I'm saying. I don't have to go outside and like I'm not gonna like me and you arguing in an argument. We're in a relationship. I'm not gonna get pissed at you, like so pissed at you where I get so mad and don't want to talk to people and my energy is so bad. I don't believe in getting mad over too many things because life is so. I don't believe in getting
That's a
too
fact.
mad and letting people make me upset. So I'm not gonna go outside and do some crazy shit for you to think I care just because I ain't get upset because we arguing. That's not the point of an argument or disagreement.
I feel that. I definitely feel
So you know that's why I said they're a little suspicious, a little crazy out here. That's all I gotta say. But you know,
But listen, I already knew, man. Like I said, we talked about this before, like a while back. And when you said that G word, I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, we don't get no love around here, but it's
we love you. We love you around here.
But no, that is facts. E, life is short. Like,
Man,
yeah, I mean life's super short, and that's why I tell people like don't let if shit don't affect my money, my job, it don't affect me paying my bills, it don't affect me enjoying life. Then fuck it. Why you so upset about it? You know what I'm saying? Like. If it don't affect shit that you got going on, don't let it get you to the point where you so upset.
that's facts.
Because I mean, I could be here one day and gone the next. You know, that's anybody. I think about this shit in the car, be in the car riding, and you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker get crazy because I done blew the horn or I done, you know, didn't go when he wanted to, and then nigga shoot me. You know what I'm saying? It's quick. It just can happen so quick, and it's at the split of a second. Everybody gotta go, but you just never know your time and shit. And I don't want my time to be early.
That's facts. That is facts.
So
I want to get into some another conversation, but before I do, I want to make some announcements because I want to get the good news out there first. So over the past week, or maybe like week and a half, or something like that, I've been really busy. And I've been able to lock down 2 official sponsors for the show. One of them is through Juice Squad, which is the Jerky Pro logo that you see at the bottom of the screen. If you hold on, let me get this in the chat. So yeah, you can follow that link right there, man, and use code JUICE at checkout. You get 5% off of your order. That is so dope to me. That we finally got something that we can call our own. Shout out to Juice Squad once again. But this next one here though, y'all remember, man, episode 11, the Parkalicious episode. Uh, what I did for Parker, man, um, was so amazing, right? And we've been like talking and partnering up to do certain events and stuff like that coming up in the future. But tonight, I wanted to announce that Parker's Place is an official sponsor of the show. So when you go and you shop at Parker's Place, you can use, I think it's through the DMs. So through the DMs, if you mention the show or use code 2EASY, you'll get 10% off of your order. And I feel like that's only the beginning for me and Parker, man. We talk all the time about some crazy stuff we got coming up. But yeah, she's been a big advocate for the show since her episode, man. She's been promoting it like crazy, so it's only right that her name be attached to it as a sponsor, for sure. I'm very happy about it. The sky's the limit. With that, y'all got some y'all in store for some great shit, man. Some great shit. I'm telling you. I can't say too much, but y'all just stay tuned, man. The Easy Parker the Easy and Parker team is gonna be crazy, man. And it's for y'all, because I'm in the business of people. I'm in the business of helping people. She is too. We're gonna get some other people involved, but we moving, man. We moving. Y'all thought when I announced back in episode 9 that the show was on Spotify and iTunes and shit like that, y'all thought that was big. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. But yeah, I'm so happy for the growth. I can let y'all know this too. Episode 20, this is 13. So episode 20 is gonna be the thank you episode. I can let y'all know that now. So I'm gonna bring back some of my previous guests like Parker. Pat's coming back. I'm probably gonna bring Hazel back. But we're just gonna chat it up. It's gonna be like one little party. It's gonna be me telling them thank you for rocking with me, because I mean, who am I, right? So I want to thank them for blessing the show. I'm probably gonna do some giveaways that night. But yeah, that's gonna be a big episode for us. So I can't wait for that. But now that we got the great happiness out of the way, man, I have to Matrix, you're definitely gonna be on the show. I got somebody for next week, but you're open for the week after. We'll talk about that for sure. But I want to get into current events. I first want to say rest in peace to George Floyd, man. The most recent unarmed black man that was murdered. Like that's what it was. It was a murder. I think that it's kind of hard for me. I think that they want to say that the riots and stuff like that, it's not going to fix anything. That's what they say. But this is the first or the second that was actually arrested and
Yeah, it ain't been many.
and indicted
Mm-hmm.
due to the riots. And so you can't tell me
Quickly
yes,
too.
you
Yep.
can't
Quickly.
tell
That
me
fast.
that 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 going crazy don't get results, because that was so terrible, man. When I saw that video, the initial video, I cried.
It's disturbing.
And the reason that I cried is because it's not even about the actual guy, right? The murderer, that cop with the knee on the neck. It's not even about him, right? It's about the other officers that just stood there and watched this happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like what how horrible of a human being do you have to be to sit back and allow this to happen?
Yeah.
Because the guy was telling, his knee was on his neck for 8 minutes. For 3 minutes, the guy was saying that he could not breathe. He could not breathe. It's nothing. He couldn't do anything. He was face down, handcuffed. He was subdued. That he was under
Outnumbered.
control. It's nothing he could have done. And whew,
that whole situation was kind of messed up, bro. And the reason I say that shit is, it's a good thing that person was there at least recording, because they knew how that shit go. You know, black people, they know how that shit go, especially with black men in the community. They know how that. But another thing, and this just make common sense, I don't think it's right for him to get charged with 3rd degree. That's not right. That motherfucker, murdered him, basically.
Yeah,
I don't think that's right. Murder. And you only get murder. You only get murder. 3rd degree murder is basically like, oh yeah, I laid on his neck, but I ain't mean to kill him. It just kind of happened and I killed him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no.
And 1st degree, you know, if you on somebody's neck, first of all, it's what, three officers.
Mm-hmm.
To what, four? I mean, one dude, three officers, one dude on the ground.
It was 4.
And he's laying. It's never been no type of training that says, "Oh, you gotta lay on this dude. You gotta lay on this dude." You know what I'm saying? Next to subdue him. The other officers were wrong. Like, if that was me, and they doing all that, I'm like, "Hey, bro, get off that my neck, because I ain't trying to go to, I ain't trying to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Get off that my neck. You know what I'm saying? I would have, but like they say, and I know a lot of people probably dislike the police because of that, but every police officer ain't bad. Let me just say that out there. It is some good police officers out there. So you can't just hate 3 people for, not liking black people for them to do something like that. Because, bro, it just was all wrong. You know what I'm saying? That whole situation was wrong for 8 minutes, like you said. Don't nobody need that type of, restraint on them for 8 minutes or something like that. But it's just crazy. We back to like same situation we was in a couple years ago, and a lot of people not making the shit right, because a lot of African Americans are stepping up and saying, "Oh, well, it's black on black killings." Yeah, it is. It's gonna be there. It's white on white killings. It's Hispanic on Hispanic killings. It don't kind of matter what it is. But it's just a simple fact. Like, people can't try to justify that to trying to say, the police and all of that.
Yeah, it's the senseless killings that
like, nobody really got to die.
Bothering
like, you know
me.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's because like even with black on black killings, right? It still most of the time stems from a problem. Now, the problem can be small, big, whatever, but it does stem from some type of anger for that person, right? So these unarmed black men murders, like, what what problem do you have with him? What did he do? Because like I know one a couple years ago, I think it was on the highway, the dude had his hands up walking backwards and was shot. Like what are you doing? Like how do you explain that?
I think the situation is not. I mean, it's like people look at the situation as like, okay, this is a direct result of, you know, drugs, whatever it may be within the Black community, you know, blase, but it's still not the conversation of like how it got started originally, you know, like this is not the first time this has happened. This is literally the same story with different characters of plenty of Black people, you know, men, children, you know, kids, young girls are being targeted. That's just what it is nowadays. We're literally living in the same type of era as our you know, like our ancestors, not as gruesome, not as, you know, as harsh as it was back then. It's just the fact that it's in front of everybody's faces now. Now everyone can see it. So it's like, who is really going to be that one person to step up and say, this shit's not happening anymore? So yeah, fuck the targets. Fuck all that shit. All those little all the big corporations and all that shit, they have insurance to pay for this type of thing. You know, it's not like their wallets are going to be hurt by this. When is innocent Black people being literally murdered in the street going to be enough for somebody to speak the fuck up and change some shit? So yeah, it's going to be chaos for a little bit. You know, it's going to be some hatred, and we damn sure deserve the right to be angry because we've been peacefully protesting for years and nothing's changing.
Listen, yours truly, your beloved TWC Too Easy had a run-in with the cops last year. I have too. In a similar situation. And I honestly thought that it was over for me because I got stopped by the cop. All right, so look, what many people might not know is that where I live is in like the central part of the town, right? So it's not a necessity for me to have a car, because everything that I need is like right there. So if I do have to go further than, you know, I take Uber, Lyft, whatever, you know, that kind of thing. Well, the morning of Halloween, we had got my daughter's costume and everything, and then I was laying in bed. It was like 4 a.m. I was laying in bed and I was like, damn, my baby don't have a pail like to put her candy in when we go trick or treating. So I called the lift, couldn't find one. So I was like, and it was raining that morning. So I was like, man, fuck it, my baby gotta have it, man. So I walked to the 24-hour Walgreens. I went there. I got the pail. I was on my way back, and I'm walking in the rain. The cop drove past me, like, and then slammed on his brakes, spent his car around, came back to me, jumped out the car, pulled his gun out, and you know, told me to freeze. And I was so confused. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not gonna give him a reason. So I'm gonna just comply, whatever. And he asked me to drop my bag and everything. He handcuffed me, put me up against the car, and then he checked my bag. And when he saw what was in it, he came back to me. He uncuffed me, and then he looked me in my eyes. I wanted to make sure that I made eye contact with him. And he said that I stopped you because I thought you were carrying a bag of air.
What? Oh.
Now,
That's some stupid shit.
In my head, I'm like, now if I had like turned up like I could have, because you stopped me for nothing, he would have ended me.
Yep.
I don't know what was going on in his life that morning, but he was pissed off about something. And he could have ended me. All I was thinking was, I gotta make it back home to my ladies.
Yeah.
Because they're both asleep. So they don't even know that I'm gone. So if I don't come back and they just wake up and I'm not here, like, are you serious?
Yep.
And I ever since then, whenever I leave, I always make sure that I kiss them and I let them know that I love them, like, because I almost didn't make it back that day.
Yep.
So when I hear this stuff about these unarmed men being killed, because not all of them are being, choked out and that kind of thing. They're being shot.
Yep.
Like, so when
they draw guns first.
Yes.
I mean, they tend to do that. Like, I don't know if y'all saw that other story. It wasn't like the one that just happened where he was murdered, but this guy ran a stop sign, and most people who run from the police, like literally in their car, run from the police, not on foot. They either running because they got a warrant, they'd have been in trouble before, some shit like that. Well, dude get home, and you know what I'm saying, he get out, and he on the ground, fully on the ground, hands up. People like, and then the police had their guns drawn on him. They were like, "Hey, bro, like he had his hands on the ground. He was laying flat. He wasn't resisting." But every police had their guns pulled out on him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even doing that. He was like, "Hey, I'm putting my hands up. I'm on the ground, like I'm not resisting. Don't shoot me." But it was 4 or 5 cop cars. Everybody had their guns out. Well, his granny came out the house. His granny had to be about 90 years old.
Yeah.
I remember that. They knocked her over.
I do remember that.
You know what I'm saying? She ain't even do nothing. She just came out the house to, say, "Hey, look, my grandson, he just out here just putting his hands up. He not resisting. I don't want y'all to shoot him." Because right after that, or either before that, that's when that story just happened where that guy got killed by the police for not resisting. Yeah. And it's just wild how the first line of defense is, I'm gonna pull a gun out, but all these folks ain't pulling no gun out on these folks who done kill people in the black church. You know what I'm saying? They ain't pulling guns out on them. They giving them bulletproof vests to walk out of the church. And they the ones who done killed 9 people. A black person might not even kill nobody, but they getting the worst type of punishment or getting guns drawn on,
So this would be my last point on it. The biggest problem that I have with it is I see. This is what I saw with my own eyes. I've seen white people be on whatever drug, right? And walking in the middle of the street, half naked, gun to their head, like they about to kill themselves, big ass knives, machetes, and when the police get there to corral the situation, they got their tasers out. They're trying to reason with them.
Fucking pepper spray and shit.
Yeah, you see what I mean? But like people don't want to. I
ain't gonna lie. I'd rather be shot.
People don't want to talk about that.
That's tough.
I'm just saying, people don't want to talk about that. Like let's not act like there is no difference. Like that's the thing that people are trying to portray, that it's no difference. Everybody, the cops handle everything the same. They don't. They don't.
I know.
Because I've
You
seen it.
literally, I would say you literally watched the they were just protesting about a week ago with AR-15s, full fucking army combat at a Capitol building or wherever they were, government building.
Yeah.
And the cops, they weren't even doing anything. They were physically, the protesters were physically putting their hands on police officers, not no tear gas, not no batons, no warning shots, nothing. Like, it's just crazy. It's being documented in front of our faces,
Yeah.
and no one seems to care.
Will Smith said it best. He said that racism is not changing or hasn't changed. It's just being filmed.
I think what it is that kids, I'm not gonna say kids, but like people my generation, and I'm gonna go back to like 25 and younger, people my generation don't think that it can happen to them until it's on their doorstep. And I can attest to that because I was one of those people. I grew up in a suburban area, mostly surrounded by white people, but because my mom and my dad had money and, you know, we had a nice house and shit like that, we weren't looked at that way. We were treated as equal in their eyes. And that shit changed for me really quickly when I was out of college, and I was doing pretty well for myself. I started like working as a travel agent, so I was doing pretty well for myself. I had a nice car, and I went back up to Delaware to go visit my dad. He was sick, and I was going into his neighborhood, and my dad still lived in the same neighborhood that, you know, I grew up in. And I was in my car, I was chilling, and this cop across from me, like in another intersection across from me, staring at me. And me, I like having my music loud. You know, I turned into my dad's neighborhood, and I just see him literally drive past, and then a couple minutes later, as I'm going down the rest of the road, I see him come through the neighborhood and start speeding up to get to me. So when he turns on his lights, I guess I wasn't thinking, because I was just like, you know, trying to get to an area where at least there'd be a lot of people to at least see me at that point in time. Well, he had me and my car basically pinned behind a store at that point in time. So I was terrified. He came up to my window. He told me to roll my windows down. I already had my hand on the steering wheel. I wasn't trying for that, none of that shit. He didn't ask me for my license. He didn't ask me for my insurance. He asked me these words out of his mouth: "Is this your car? Do you own this car? And why are you in this neighborhood?" At that point in time, I pretty much knew, like, it didn't matter what type of class that I came from. Regardless, my skin tone was just a reason for him to fuck with me.
And what, if you guys in the chat or anybody, because of course this will be uploaded tomorrow, but anybody under the sound of my voice, understand the beauty of people, because just like Pat just said, how she grew up kind of in the suburbs and that kind of thing. Well, me personally, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm from the slums. You know what I mean? I'm from the project in New Orleans, and you know, the pissy hallways and that. I'm from that, and here today in 2020, right? Me and Pat are sitting at the table, at the same table. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at her a certain way. She's not looking at me a certain way, but we're here, and that's the beauty of people. Talk to your people, man.
I wish people adapted the more, like, stop looking at the color of people's skin, because at the end of the day, your skin does not define what's in your mind. Your skin does not define what's in your heart. it doesn't define anything about you, but how you treat people and what footprint that you leave on this world. That is what impacts you as a person. And once we finally as a society realize that, until we stop bickering and hating each other and start loving each other, we're never going to get anywhere. We're just going to be in the same reoccurring cycle. And I'm a believer in science, and I also do believe that there's a higher power, but eventually we're going to run out of time on this beautiful green earth, because Mother Nature, she's going to take her shit back. And when she takes her shit back, it's coming full force. Believe me.
That's a fact. So, yeah, man. I think we're gonna wrap up episode 13, man. Pat, you got any like closing remarks?
Only thing I would say is just love yourself, love your people, be kind to one another, and I'm here to talk to anybody that needs to talk. And also, follow me on Twitch, man. I've been putting in so much work in my Twitch, and apparently it's been noticed. So y'all follow my Twitch, follow Easy, you know, get into the community, start being there for one another, start loving each other, because I swear we do not have long, and life is short, and you guys need to live and love each other and just be happy in the skin that we were given and the 24 hours that we were given, because I swear to you, once it's gone, bro. It's gone. That's all I got to say.
Mac?
I mean, same thing, man. But a lot of these people who really don't disagree with black people, you know what I'm saying? They didn't grow up in the right household.
That's right.
And to be honest, like, the way I was raised was, you don't give a damn if somebody white, blue, purple, green, yellow. You treat them the same way, you know what I'm saying, as you would somebody else. And I dealt with racism early, you know. I was at my grandma's house, and you know what I'm saying, I saw this kid outside. I was just trying to play when I was a kid. I ain't give a fuck who it was with. I just ain't want to be by myself. This white guy, you know, I said, what's up, man? You know, you trying to play some, you know, hell, whatever the fuck we used to play when we was kids. And he ran in the house. Like I said, hey, I got a knife. I'm finna stab you. Don't go in the house. Shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it can be, you know. But that's why I say racism is always going to exist. It don't matter. And a lot of these people out here fought. Martin Luther King, for instance, fought for it. And, you know, different people of that sort of nature. And I just feel like it's always going to be like that. It don't matter. It's just going to be like that till we die and don't see this earth anymore. To be real, I hate to say it, but it's just not going to change. And
it's facts.
A lot, they were raised like that. They were raised like that to hate people of color because they think we just do things, you know, differently or negatively or something of that sort, to hate us. And I love black people, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I like hanging with, you know, the other side of the, you know, side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? I like hanging with white people because white people know how to have clean fun. And nothing against black people, but you know. I mean, it's just, you know, you vibe with who you vibe with. I like both sides, but at the same time, black people get turned like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Black people know how to get turned and turn some shit up. I want to sometimes chill and not be in no fight, jumping folks, you know, and all that other. And like I said, there's nothing against it. I'm not saying nothing to make it seem like I'm you know what I'm saying, the people color. You know what I'm saying? And it just depends. And I ain't going to try to get into it. Like when I was in high school, I had a black school. My school was 98% black.
Yeah.
Same.
And you know, in most black schools, that the learning is a lot different than in white schools.
Yo.
Well, me in high school, I wanted to go to a white school. It was nothing against me going to school with people I went to elementary, middle school with, but at the same time, I know I had to go to college, and I wanted to go to a white school where they care about education. So, and not saying black schools don't, but it's hard when, you know, the environment is different. You got most black teachers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. White schools usually set you up a lot more in life. Like, for instance, I ain't know shit about credit till I got in college. I ain't know shit about credit.
That's big facts.
I ain't know shit, you know, I ain't know shit about no loans. I ain't know shit about nothing. And like I said, it ain't nothing against black people, but sometimes it's just a different playing field that you will, you know, want to do to better, you know,
yourself. It's just
better succeed
opportunities.
for yourself. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing. It's just me looking out for myself, and that's it. So, but love who you love, and I love black people. I love black people. They know how to have fun. You know, we go through so many different struggles in life. So if you got a brother, your dad, or anybody like that, just make sure you tell them you love them, man. Anybody, your mama, anybody, telling you love them, and
Yeah.
that's all I can really say. You know, because like I said, life is short. Shit ain't long, bro. I'm damn near pushing 30, and I'm like, damn, I'm finna be 30 in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful
So
thing when you get up there.
it be yeah, them numbers get to reaching, goddamn it.
But
Them numbers get to
my
reaching.
my closing remarks, man. I say this week in, week out, man. Talk to your people, man. A simple "What's up?" I hope all is well. That goes a long way. That goes a long fucking way. Um, but man, we're gonna get out of here, man. Y'all know the motto of the show. They got
Hey,
it.
shout out to everybody who pulled up. My bad,
That's a
but shout
fact.
out to everybody who pulled up each and
Big
every
facts.
Friday. New people who pull up on Fridays.
I love
Who
all the new
interact with the
people I've
chat, who
seen.
actually be talking, jumping in the chat, talking to us and stuff like that. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate Pat for pulling up and chatting with us. I know you was nervous. I heard it first, but we
Yeah,
kind of
man.
cool. We let
Hey, didn't I
let you
tell you?
talk as much as you want to talk. You know
I
what I'm
told you
saying?
once the conversation starts,
Yeah, like
it
we
just
let you
flow.
talk. I ain't say nothing that whole time because we let you just roll with it. And this the first Friday of. No, this ain't the first Friday. This one of the Fridays I ain't drunk because usually when I'm on here and I want to talk for about 15 minutes and I'm off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I ain't on here and this, so that's why I just sat here and listen.
but shit,
Um.
man.
Man,
So
I
yeah,
appreciate y'all for having me on this. I had fun, and I definitely do this again.
Yeah,
I had plenty of fun.
episode 20, man. You coming back
Right
for
around
a
the
little
corner.
bit.
damn 20.
Episode
Around the corner.
episode 20, man. That's the thank
It's
you
on the way.
episode. Yeah, you
Yes, sir.
definitely come back. Next week, we got Kayla. We got Kayla on the show.
Kayla.
She's a small streamer. She hit affiliate, I want to say like last month. But it's somebody that reached out to me a while back about struggling the grind of streaming. And I kind of like, kind of took under the wing and just motivate her. But yeah, she'll be on the show next week. So that's going to be fun. Y'all know
Yep.
her famous quote. So,
Yeah. Just
you
and just.
from the Hazel episode. So if y'all haven't seen that, y'all go check that out.
Yeah, and just shout out to all the women gamers. I'm gonna always say that forever and always. I probably don't say it every episode, but shout out to all the women gamers out there. It's a tough life we live and shit playing the game.
Yes. Shout out to the
You know what I'm
females.
saying? And
Give it up to the
shout out to
ladies,
the women because I
man.
swear to God, I thought I was a one of seven, probably 100,000 females that play the game. When before I went got met a whole bunch of females that play the game.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of them out there. So shout out to all y'all.
Yeah, this was a dope episode, man.
That's facts.
They got it super backwards if they think I wouldn't rep us. So always remember, y'all, be dope, grind, and believe.
Yep.
Yes,
Next
sir.
Friday, I'm gonna be on here, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all.